Okay, apparently I'm live. Is my mic working? That's all I need to know. Is my mic working? This is important information. Because if it isn't, that is problematic. So, I haven't done a live stream since like 2017, so I don't even know how it works. But we're going to find out together, apparently. God damn it. The last time I went live, I just had my laptop. So, um, I just had the built-in webcam and built-in microphone from that. It was awful. It was terrible. But that's what I had to do. Okay. So is this working? Okay. So is this working? It's a good sign. It's a good sign. So my mic should be on. Sorry about that. I never, ever do this, but I would like to start doing this, hence why I'm doing this. So, hi. My name is Isaac, Dark Isaac, I guess. And I've wanted to do a podcast for a very, very long time. I probably first had the idea in like 2018-ish, back when I had my old channel. And yeah, it just never really worked out the way I wanted it to. That should be good. Yeah, it just never worked out the way I wanted it to. But I am here now to do a dark discussion podcast. It says episode 1 in the title because I would like to do this more. We'll see how it goes. But yes, I put some things in my Instagram story. I have some questions that I was supposed to answer a long time ago, but didn't. That's me. So yeah, I'm just here to answer some questions. I'm here to talk about some artists. I have some stuff written down just so I can not be too unsure of what to do. But first, we're just gonna simply go on my Instagram story, say, "Yo, I'm live." Apparently, this feels really weird because I'm used to being able to edit things. Yo, I am live on the Stolen Studios YouTube channel. Yeah, I guess I'll put a link in my bio. So come bombard the stream. I'll probably be live for like an hour. Yeah. Well, I highly doubt anyone will come in, but that's oh wait, yo, JJ is here. Yo, what's up, my G? I didn't even notice that. I don't know why I'm nervous. I guess just because I'm used to being able to change things in post. But yeah, I didn't know you were subscribed to this channel. But what's up, man? I'm just gonna. I once again, I've never done this, so I didn't come very prepared. But that's okay. So I'm just going to put it in my bio, I guess. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. But yeah, regardless, this stream is going to stay on this channel for people to watch back. But yeah, I have questions to answer, all that good stuff. I was just going to do like an introduction sort of thing before I get into that. But there's nothing really interesting to say. Obviously, I have like an album upcoming. I have a lot of unanswered questions, so maybe it'd be better if I just got to that. What I plan on doing was just answering questions and then talking about artists that people want me to talk about. And then a while back, I asked people for some hot takes on hip hop. Like, what are my examples? I guess my examples. I don't really have hip hop hot takes, do I? I guess mine would be that that Logic is a very good artist, just doesn't put that much effort in. Yeah, I guess I don't have a lot of unpopular opinions. Well, except for like my opinions on albums, which I'm sure we'll have to get into. Because the only questions that I already have, the only questions that I know I have are the ones from my Q&A that I never did. And I will be answering those finally. But yeah, I haven't looked at the ones on Instagram really, just because, I don't know. But yeah, again, this feels weird, not able to edit. But I guess we might as well just jump into the questions. Whether or not people come in, I have no idea. We'll see. Once again, link is in my bio. I put it up on my Instagram story. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just gonna answer stuff. I guess I should start with the ones from the Q&A I never did, because I probably owe that. Yeah, we'll just get into that. Why the hell not? Put this around my neck. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I just wrote them down because it's been so long that I couldn't even find the original files. I'm really sorry about that. It was meant to happen before my EP with JJ came out. That was like 4 months ago. Oh my god, it's been like 4 months. I'm sorry, but I have them. Also, not that many people really care to ask them any questions. So, first question is, how long have you been making music? The way I do now, it hasn't been that long at all. On my very first channel, I did 4 songs, I believe, in total. This was probably 2017. Yeah, it was 2017, I'm pretty sure. Me and an old friend of mine had a diss track battle. He did one on me, so I replied, and then I ended up doing a second one. That's not public anywhere. Maybe I'll do a reaction video or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I did 2 diss tracks in 2017, and then I did 2 Christmas songs. They were meant to be total jokes. Like, unlike what I do now, they were just I guess comedy songs. They were really dumb and obviously bad, which are also unable to be found. Maybe I'll show them to you guys one day. So technically, my first ever song was about 3 years ago. But I started working on my first project in roughly November of 2018, because it came out in January of 2019. And yeah, I haven't stopped since. Yeah, it's been a good amount of time now. It's been a year and 4 months since my first project came out, and I've done quite a lot in that time. But yeah, I've been releasing music for about a year and 4 months, been crafting what I do now for about a year and 7-ish. First song ever came out was about 3 years ago, and I don't know, I had to take piano lessons when I was like 8. So if you want to call me crying at the piano instead of actually playing it music, then I've been playing music for 6 years. Next question, who makes your beats? Well, we got JJ in the building, who has produced our whole EP together. One song from Dark One. Yeah, I keep forgetting that REP was my last project. And he produced one song from my upcoming album. I should probably know these things before I try to answer these. Okay, but who makes my beats? Many, many people have. I don't have a producer. I don't have a team of producers that are just working for me around the clock. I produced my first 3 projects. I produced half of my 4th. Open Casket, I produced, I think, 3 songs. Dark One, I produced 6 or 7. My upcoming album, I only produced, I think, 2. But yeah, I mean, JJ has done a bunch. Riddiman has produced quite a few. Caps Control, who I've talked about, I love their beats to death. They're going to be producing some of my next album. H3 Music, I realize I don't have earrings in. H3 Music has produced BoJack Horseman. Yeah, I don't know. There's just random ones. The first track of Dark One, Low to Lower, was produced by GFK Beats. The song Count the Scars was produced by Beats by Con. So yeah, I don't have a specific person to produce my beats. If I really, really fuck with someone's beats, then, you know, I might come back to them eventually. You know, so happened with JJ. Certainly happened with Riddiman, Caps Control. But yeah, it's just like, you know, I don't really, like, I don't hit up a certain producer to ask for stuff. I don't have any producers on my team, and I produce some things, but, you know, that's not exactly my biggest skill. I don't understand this question. It's, why do you steal verses? I don't know what they're trying to accuse me of. I don't remember who asked it. I've never stolen anything. I've certainly gotten copyright claims in my day. I actually have a music video coming out the day my album comes out, and there was a copyright claim on it. I disputed it, and I won the case. But yeah, I don't know what that was. But yeah, I have never stolen anything to my knowledge. Maybe I've set a bar that someone else has said before, just because I heard it when I was writing. It flew out. I've never stolen anything. Every time I use a beat, I either it says in the title or description that I can use it, or I contact them, or I just make it myself. Everything. I've written every single thing I've ever done, which is quite a lot. I've written quite a few songs in my day. So yeah. This question was asked by Yo Budman, hence the fact that he is the only person that will understand this question if he ever even watches this. He says, progress on Imagine. So, I guess my short backstory here will be, I did a series on one of my old channels about 2 years ago now. It's been a while. And I never finished it. I said I would bring it back. I think I said I would restart it and bring it back and finish it. Never did that. It still hasn't happened. But it is written. I have scripts. It's just a lot of time and effort that will have to go into this. So as of right now, I have a lot of the pieces that I need to put this together. But yeah, that's one of those things that's going to take a good amount of time. Like, yeah, I can't say the progress pretty good, to be fair, given what I have to do. But yeah, it's not going to come out for. Next question. I answered this. I actually talked about this in my story a while back, but once again, these are old questions. I'll get to the newer one soon. Does DARK stand for something in the title Dark One? It does indeed. I have said a few that it does stand for. I have come up with, I think, a total of 12 acronyms for the word dark. I have a paper of them in one of those binders. I don't know which one, so I'm not going to look for it. But yes, it does. There are a handful of things that it could stand for, and if you would like to come up with your own, I would love to hear them. But yes, the simple answer is yes. Final question of the old stuff. How do you make shit so frequently? I mean, truthfully, I don't even know, because 2019, I did too much. It was very unreasonable, but I did a lot. And I mean, honestly, I guess just the simple answer is, it has to be, it takes hard work, and for me at least, I had to enjoy what I was doing. That's what I've struggled with many times in my life, is struggling to complete something because I wasn't enjoying it and I just wasn't passionate about it. Like that happens to me too much. It's really not good. It sucks, but that's really just how I work. Like school, if there's an English project that I can really, really put my soul into, then I can nail it. But like if it's something I can't, then it's hard for me to get the motivation to do it. But yeah, that's why I'm really hoping to get a job that I like in the future, and I'm sure I will. Like I definitely have a lot of places I could go. But yeah, like it just really I mean, honestly, if I'm being totally honest, when I first started making music, it wasn't a passion. If anything, it was an experiment. I had never, the thing about me is what's really weird. The thing that was weird about me is I didn't listen to music for a long time. Like I always liked like a handful of songs, really. That's about it. I was never that big into music until about early 2018. And that's when I got more into hip hop. Then I started writing some hip hop songs of like 6 months after I started listening to it. In November, I finally started piecing, started actually turning what I've written into songs. And that's what Devil on Your Shoulder was. Those originally 6 songs, those 4 songs really, actually, because 2 of them came later and are now gone. The 4 main songs of Devil on Your Shoulder were the first songs I ever wrote. And yeah, it was just an experiment, honestly, because I've been on YouTube since 2015. My 5-year anniversary is in 10 days. That's terrifying. But yeah, I was going on in 2018. I was going through this hiatus of not really knowing what I wanted to do. So when I had these 4 sets of lyrics that I could turn into a track, I did that and I put it out, and it wasn't good, But I did actually end up enjoying the process. So as soon as that was done, I started working on Lost Soul, my next EP, which is another 6 songs. And, I definitely, once again, I improved with that. But like, it honestly took me to my second EP to even find the passion in it. But yeah, the original question was, how do I do it so frequently? And it really just comes down to is I enjoyed it enough to keep doing it. Yeah, it took 4 albums and 2 EPs in 1 year. This year it's probably gonna be 2 EPs, 2 albums. Yeah, it just for me personally at least, I have to enjoy what I'm doing to do it. That's why the YouTube hiatus happened in 2018. Was I got to a point where I was doing videos that I didn't really like doing, but I kept doing it for some stupid reason. And yeah, I got to this point where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. But at the same time, this was my passion and I loved doing what I was doing. But at the same time, I was stuck in this bubble of not knowing where to take it. So that's why I went on this hiatus of, saying I'm back, but then just doing a couple videos where I sit down and talk to the camera and then I disappear again. And, you saw that in the beginning of 2019 too on the DARK1SAAC'S channel when I was going to do a series called Why Do Channels Die? Which, to be fair, those videos were all right. And then I had the DARK1SAAC TV channel. I posted that once a month and then left it for good because I just literally didn't know where I wanted to take videos, and music really helped me still be able to use my passion of media for something. But yeah, that is the end of that story, I guess. I apologize for going really off with that one. But I do now have questions from Instagram. Yeah, that's me. Okay, it's been a while since I asked these. I'm very consistent. Okay, that's when I asked albums to review. Here we go. I apologize. I'm bad at this. I apologize. Okay, so once again, I'm not Drake. I'm not even who's a small but more popular rapper than me. I guess I wouldn't know because they're small. I'm not popular, so I don't get a lot of questions, but I will answer the questions that I do get. Someone asked me a would you rather question of surround yourself with good people or smart people. Well, I'm gonna have to say good people because, they could be smart but bad people. And if they're just simply good, then I might feel superior to them. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I'll take it. Someone asked porn. Absolutely. We should go on Discord or something soon. That's not a question. It's more of just a statement. But that was my cousin. Yes, we absolutely should. I would love to get him on the podcast. I just have no idea how to do that. I don't know how to stream a Discord call. Maybe I could just play it on the phone and maybe you guys could hear it through the mic. That might work, but I simply have no idea. Because, again, I've never even done this before. Discord server. I don't have a Discord server now. I just talk. We just, quarantine. We just talked once on Discord so we could at least hang out. I don't have a Discord server of my own. I don't use Discord much. I don't know. I'm not the most social guy in the world. So I don't exactly have a lot of people I want to talk to. So I don't even use it much, but it exists. And then my next set of questions are questions regarding my next album. There we go. All right. When's it going to come out? The problem with this shit is I can't schedule a day for it to be released to all platforms. I can't schedule it. So I just sort of have to submit it to everywhere. And over the next 1 to 10-ish days, it'll be released everywhere. So I'm going to say from the 20th to the 30th. I would like to submit it on the 20th. And then it'll come out over the next time period. I don't know. That's why I keep you guys updated on Instagram, because I can't put an exact date on this. But that's why I said roughly May 26th, because that's my 5-year YouTube anniversary. But yeah, I mean, that's that's approximately the middle. It's a good bet anyway. Yeah, so I do apologize for that, but it's going to come to SoundCloud on May 26th. That's 100%. SoundCloud, May 26th. But everywhere else, just, you'll find out through Instagram. Mention all the hoes you've had. That's not a question. That's not a question. Whatever. Yo, bud, my homie, yo, bud, man. He said name reveal. I'm honestly surprised no one has asked me about it or figured it out, given surely I've used the hashtag before. Hang on. Have I not? Because I'm sure I have. Yeah, in this album done, hashtag Dark Isaac, hashtag IUPG. I don't know how no one's found that out. But yes, my next album is called Innocent Until Proven Guilty. There you go. You got the name. Innocent Until Proven Guilty. That phrase means a lot to the album as a whole. Obviously, you can't fit every single lyric of every single song into that title. But yeah, it's a good generalization of everything behind the album. So yeah. Hang on. How long does it normally take you to write an album? You can't really put an exact number on that. Let's see. Okay, well, it says write, not make. That's even harder, actually, because the thing is, I don't sit down and think, gonna start working on an album. That's not how it works. I just write songs, and then when I have a decent number of songs, I start working out an album. Like, I mean, the thing is, Devil on Your Shoulder was never going to be a thing. I was going to release 4 singles. Well, actually, no, I was going to release 6 singles. But then I thought, why do that? 6 different things with different album arts. Why do that? So I made Devil on Your Shoulder, an EP. But yeah, you can't put an exact number on how long it takes to write an album. How long does it take? How long does it take to write a song? Nah, never mind. It's another thing that varies. You could just sit down for an hour to write a song, or you could start it, put it aside, and come back to it. So it'll take a larger amount of time. The shortest it's ever taken me to write a song was Blood. That's why it's repetitive as all hell. Blood took me about 15 minutes to write at most. Probably a lot less than that. It took me about 15 minutes to make. Probably took me a total of a few minutes to write. That's why it ends up being as repetitive as it is. People actually like that song, though. I don't get it. My Juice WRLD tribute, it's called I'll Never Forget. It took me about half an hour. But yeah, I mean, I can't put a number on how long it takes me to write a song. It could be anywhere from an hour to maybe a month if I just space out the time of like if I want to write a verse, put it aside. Let's fuck with the chorus a bit, put it aside. You know, things like that do happen. It certainly happened with my first couple EPs more than it does now, because now the flow comes a lot easier with me. Okay, so that's actually the end of questions about the album, but I missed 2 questions that were also would you rather questions. Be a ruler or be a follower? I mean, definitely depends on the context. I don't know, because a ruler is a lot of pressure, but at the same time, if shit ain't going my way, then I'm not gonna be holding up too well. But it also depends on the context. Like, is it like be Hitler or be a Nazi? Because I'd rather not be Hitler. Yeah, I really don't know. It really depends. I probably have to pick be a follower just because the pressure. But I don't know. And then it was be rich and dumb or poor and smart. Age-old question. Well, if I'm rich and dumb, don't gotta worry about too much, do I? Well, how dumb we talking? Like, I'm gonna spend all of my riches at once on something ridiculous? Like, how dumb are we talking? Hang on, that's important. How dumb are we talking? Also, does it mean I complicate things too much, don't I? I'm boring. Deal with it. Is it forever? Or right now and then keep living. Because if I was smart and poor right now, I could make money in the future. And if I was rich and dumb right now, I'm dumb. So who knows if I blow all my money or not? So I'd probably pick smart and poor and then drive myself to make a living out of something. Simple as that, really. So I believe that is enough for questions. Yeah, I think so. I don't believe I left anything out. Answered all that. Okay, yeah, the only things I didn't answer is what I'm going to leave. I'm going to put this off to the end because I have 2 more things planned. The only thing I didn't answer was I said, name a rapper artist you want me to talk about. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to talk about like how much I enjoy their music, my opinion on them, my opinion on their career, and I'm also going to answer if I would do a collaboration with them. But I also have one small thing. My apologies. This is humiliating now that I think about it. JJ is the only one in this stream, and I didn't answer his question. I forgot. I have a tab open on Twitter just for his question because I didn't answer it in the Q&A. I'm sorry. He said, bro, how does it feel to have people that support you and listen to your music? I thought it was fascinating. If I'm being totally honest, I don't have a lot of people that support or listen to my music. Once again, I'm not at that level yet. But it does feel when I have gotten like comments and the like to dick. I just said like to dick. The like to dislike ratio is most of the time pretty damn nice. I get messages and stuff, and that's always obviously very heartwarming. And sometimes the message is certainly like extra heartwarming. So yeah, it does, like when it happens, of course, it's amazing. I love it. But yeah, I'm really not at a point where I get like a hell of a lot of support from undying fans. But yeah, when it happens, it's of course not. And this isn't even exclusive to music, honestly. Like once again, I had a YouTube channel for 3 years. Yeah, I had it for like 3 years, and yeah, I got during that time, I got comments, I got likes, subscribers, and messages from people that did support me, and like honestly, I can't compare it to another feeling. Like it's just one of those things where it's like you can't compare it to another feeling when something that you enjoy doing so much and you put your heart into, and you can make someone else happy and enjoy themselves through that. There really isn't another feeling that can compare to that. Because during my peak of YouTube, probably around 2017-ish, I did actually get like multiple emails during that time of people that did support me and like my videos. And there were some really nice things that were said. And there really isn't a feeling that can compare to that. So you best believe I wouldn't say I wouldn't necessarily say I have a big YouTube nor music career ahead of me. But you best believe that if I end up having fans upon fans upon fans in my audience, I'm not going to lose sight of these are people that support what I do. And I appreciate that to the fullest extent. Like, that's never going to change 100%. I don't care if I have 10 subscribers, 50, 100, 1,000, 100,000, a million. Those are all of my fans, all of my supporters are each individual people, and I will forever appreciate that. So, enough of my humbleness. Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 more things planned. This is an oldie, but I did it on Reddit, so I don't believe there's that many responses anyway, which is why I'm not gonna leave it for last. Yes, I asked people on Reddit for your hip hop hot takes. I would love to do this again, once again, My audience isn't massive, so I don't get a lot of responses. But I do like discussing these things. So yeah, I think I only got 2 or 3. I got 2. Yeah, Reddit. Maybe I should have done on Instagram. Realistically, that would have made more sense. It's fine. And the thing is, I agree with one of them. So this isn't even going to be that interesting. But person said, Logic has always been talented. The shit he puts out now just isn't up to par with his old projects, though. I wrote an entire article on that, on Dark Discussion. I wrote the problem with Logic. He is a very talented rapper, man. He is a good rapper. Like, the way he crafts his flows is really impressive, and he doesn't get a lot of credit for what he once was putting out. But then he put out the album Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Wow, it was bad. It was so bad. I hated it so much. I liked Homicide with Eminem. The song Confessions of a Dangerous Mind was pretty good. I like Keanu Reeves, despite the fact that it has nothing to do with Keanu Reeves. It really doesn't, but it's catchy. That's about it. Like, that project just had so much filler and so little to say. Yeah, so I completely agree with this Reddit user that Logic has more potential than most people in rap right now. I just hope he releases an album this year that will just be amazing. Like, I really hope so. Most songs sounded like modern rap. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But, like, the thing is, I'm not one of those people that hate on modern rap. Like, old school's better. Like, all of these mumble rappers. I'm not like that. But it gets to a point where everyone is doing what other people are doing. Like, everyone on, like, people on SoundCloud. Like, the thing is, there are a lot of big SoundCloud rappers in the mainstream now. But people don't seem to understand how big SoundCloud is and how few artists get popular. People on SoundCloud try to sound like more people in the industry. When Drake blew up, everyone wanted to be Drake. Everyone. And now, like, people are still trying to sound like Drake, but people are trying to sound like Lil Uzi Vert. And, like, now people are trying to sound like DaBaby. And people are just like, that's my problem with modern rap more than anything, is the way an artist gets popular for his uniqueness, and then someone just tries to redo that. That's my problem with it. And that's why I do agree with you to an extent, obviously, because, like, I feel like Logic was doing too modern. I agree. I think he was trying to be too much like other people. Too much like other people. When really, like, and the thing is, like, you can take inspiration from people 100%. Like, I have my inspirations 100%, and everybody does. But you need to have a sound that is you. And Logic has that, but he didn't use it on his last project, or maybe even the one before that. Like, the thing is, even artists that I hate a lot have a distinct sound, or at least, like, really big ones in the public eye. And when they don't, that's where my criticism is usually from. But yes, I can see why you say that. That's just really all it comes down to. So you need to have a unique sound to be you. Because the thing is, if your music isn't you, then it's not respectable. It's that simple. Like, I don't like fake. It's that simple. Like, even YouTubers, like, that's why I hate how much mainstream media has become a part of YouTube due to the late night talk shows and companies that bullshit like that. In the top 10 most subscribed YouTube channels, 2 of them are not companies. And, like, that sucks, because I feel like what I like about YouTube is it's for everybody. Everybody. Like, you can be you. You can be you. And that's what makes you unique. And I feel like if you don't do that on YouTube, then what are you doing? If you're not doing that in your music, what are you doing? That's how I feel personally. You can disagree with me on that. For me, that's what it is. Like, if I'm not being me on YouTube, then I'm just not gonna do it. Like, there's no reason to continue if I'm not being me. And like in my music, like obviously it's not like you don't need to be 100% representative of yourself because most of my songs are sad, but like they all come from a place. That doesn't mean it's all me. Like, that doesn't mean my discography makes up my personality. But no, it comes from me. It is a part of me. And that's why I don't like a lot of, again, I don't want to be that guy, but that's why I don't like a lot of modern rappers because I just don't have anything to say. They just don't. Like with my dark discussion reviews, I know people have a problem with me deducting points for lyrics, but I have to. Like, you can review things however the hell you want. These are about my reviews. If you have nothing to say, it takes away a lot of credibility. Like, even artists that don't even sound good, their lyrics are still like, if you sound bad and have bad lyrics, goddamn. But like, I don't. Who's a good example? I guess 6ix9ine. We'll go with him. The sound of his music still isn't good, in my opinion. But the thing is, I do like his performance style. Like, I can respect that. Like, it's a style. He has good energy for his performances. For his style, he has good energy and good performance. But he has absolutely nothing to say. Never, ever. He has nothing to say. And that I don't respect. That I don't appreciate. He has nothing to say. He will literally make up words to finish a lyric. Like that, I can't respect. Lil Pump. He has nothing to say. He has nothing to say. So, like, if Lil Pump was as bad of a rapper as he was, but, like, said something in his songs, I would have to give him some respect for that. But he doesn't. I'm a millionaire, but I can't even read. Yeah. I went on quite the tangent there, but it came full circle, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We have one more, though. One more hip-hop hot take. This, I'm not sure. People only started dick riding Nipsey after he died. Most people outside of his core fan base didn't give a shit about him until his death and only do so now for the attention. I partially agree with that because the thing is, I can only name 2 to 3 rappers who didn't get a lot of recognition after their death. But the thing is, Nipsey, like, he did have a fan base before he died, absolutely. I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, I didn't know who he was till he died. I didn't. And I'm shame, but I simply didn't. But yeah, I partially agree with that. Thing is, I do agree with that. Well, not exactly the way I worded it, but the fact that Nipsey got more attention after his death. I agree with that 100%. But I don't think he did on the same level as X, for example. X had a fan base. He did. He had a core fan base. But bro, his YouTube subscribers went up by millions in a day after his death. Not literally, but close to literally. Like, X got so much attention after his death. Lil Peep got so much attention after their death. Nipsey still did. Not to that extent. Not to that extent. But that's the case with most people because, like, if a death happens, especially by murder, you hear about it. The only cases I can say that didn't happen is I don't think Tupac or Biggie, really. I think they would have the exact same level of respect if they didn't die because of who they were. I don't think Mac Miller did, really, because most people knew who Mac Miller was. And Juice WRLD. I'm very surprised. The thing is, I'm a big Juice WRLD fan. I love Juice WRLD. But I'm very, very surprised by how big he did get. It blows my mind that he got to the point he did. Because the thing is, he didn't get much attention after he died. Because he was already at a point where he was known like crazy. He had some of the most monthly listeners on Spotify at the time of his death. Like the day after, like the weeks after his death, he got a lot of attention, sure. But that's just called remembering a dead man. Like, he died. So people were remembering him. But like, as of recognition and respect, he didn't really get much because he was already at this point. X, Lil Peep, Pop Smoke, they didn't get to that point, really. Do I think they would have? I believe so. I think so. I do. How long would it have taken? How long would it have taken? I have no idea. But I do think it would have happened, actually. People would probably disagree with me on that, but like Lil Peep had his sound. It's the same thing as I talked before. X had his sound. He had his sound. Pop Smoke had his sound. And Nipsey was already on a pretty high point, but he definitely didn't get to do everything he wanted. Well, actually, okay, I don't know what he wanted, but he definitely didn't get to the point that he could have. That's what I meant. So yeah, I do have to agree with that. But man, some people got, like, it blows my mind how much X did get after his death. Like, it blows my mind how much Juice WRLD got pre-death. Blows my mind how much X got after death. Like, nothing like that has happened. I can't think of a similar case. Like Pop Smoke, sure. Peep, yeah. But X, man, he is the second most subscribed to rapper, right behind Eminem. Like, and that was because he, like, the thing is, that was because he died. Like, it was. I mean, he had a lot of success. Don't get me wrong. He had a lot of success. But man, the attention he got after his death is actually unbelievable. It's unreal. Yeah. So I guess that's the end of that. I managed to make that segment of 2 questions pretty long, huh? That's okay, though, because we are coming up to the last segment I have, which is talking about rappers more. So yeah. Apologies. Jesus Christ, I need water. I haven't talked this long in a while. Once again, you know, I'm not used to this. Okay, now rappers. And I'm not gonna lie, I got some rappers that I've never heard of, but my wonderful cousin said Lil Xan. Lil Xan is my number 1 worst rapper. He has to be. I can't think of anyone worse. Between him and Lil Pump is hard, but they're my top 2. Like, would I work with him? No. Like, obviously the recognition would be tempting, but yeah, that's just how I am, honestly. Like, again, with the passion thing, I wouldn't be able to work with someone that I couldn't respect. I wouldn't. So I wouldn't work with Lil Xan in a million years. And I really hope he quits music, man. I really hope he does. Earl Sweatshirt. I have not paid enough attention to Earl Sweatshirt. I do plan to review an album of his. It was just me. I believe it's called Some Rap Songs. Or maybe that's someone else. I don't want to get this wrong. Don't kill me, okay? God damn it. Where's my list? Oh, where's my list? Okay, here we go. Yes, it's called Some Rap Songs. Okay. Yes. So I will be reviewing that. But I don't really have an opinion on him as of now. Post Malone. I just did a review of his album Stoney. It was good. I really enjoyed it. I think there was a lot of amazing songs on that album. I like Post Malone 100%. I think he has some flops. I think he has some pretty poor songs. But yeah, I like Post Malone. And he certainly has influenced the hip hop community a lot because he sort of transitioned from rapper to singer, which a lot of rappers are like rappers / singers. But he sort of transitioned, I feel like, from his earlier stuff. Like, I feel like earlier he was more hip hoppy and then transitioned. Like, I feel like Hollywood's Bleeding was less hip hop. But yeah, would I work with him 100%? I would 100% love to work with Post Malone. I'm not saying I'll ever get to that point, obviously, but would I? Absolutely. Post Malone is a good artist. I very much like him. MF Doom. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't. Who is that? Should I know these people? He alive? Yep, he's 49. All right. Rapper, songwriter, record producer, albums, Operations Doomsday. Food. Yes, you wanted me to review Food. I'll do that. Yep, I'll get around to it. I have a lot of albums to review. But yes, I have not heard of him, but I'll get around to reviewing his album. And yeah. Ice JJ Fish. Is that a name? Is that a joke that I don't know? That's someone's name? Why would you pick that name? He's a singer, rapper, and dancer, and internet personality. Well, I've never heard anything by him, but why would you pick that name? Why would you pick that name? Why would you pick that name? Cool. I think that's no, you guys, man. Follow me on Instagram. Nobody that's watching this is going to follow is not following me on Instagram. Did I miss one? Surely I missed one. Yes, I did. Okay. And now that I see it, I don't want to talk about it. Lizzo, everyone's favorite. I don't like Lizzo really. I don't have that much of an opinion, but she's just weird. She's just weird. I don't know. She's just really weird. Is that just me? Am I the only one that thinks that? She's just really fucking weird. Like music-wise, she's fine, I guess. I wouldn't take the time. I wouldn't listen to her in my free time. But like, she's weird, bro. She's weird. Would I collab with her? I mean, I guess I wouldn't turn that down. Sure. But she's weird. She's just a weird person. Oh, man. But that concludes everything I have scheduled, but I would like to do, some sort of conclusion type thing. But yes, Innocent Until Proven Guilty. Album is coming soon, end of May. It's coming this month. And May 26th, the album will be out on SoundCloud, and a music video will be up on my main channel, DARK1SAAC'S, obviously. And yeah, the music video for one of the songs on there. Got 2 features on there, smattering of producers. It's 12 full songs and 2 interludes. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I've been in quarantine with nothing to do, so I actually have a lot of music made in advance. So I can tell you that my next album is going to be quite the improvement. I hope you guys enjoy it. But the one after that is going to be even bigger. I already know that because I've had so much free time. It's actually unreal. Yeah, I don't have that much to talk about anymore. Yeah, we answered questions about the album, questions in general, talked about some hip hop takes, talked about some rappers. Yeah, I think this went better than it could have. The introduction was a little because I just wasn't sure if I was even live at first, because I also wasn't sure if this mic was working, because if the audio is coming right from the camera, you wouldn't much appreciate that. You would hear the sound of it focusing, and that's not nice. It's not nice. But I guess I should close this so I don't waste any more time. But yeah, thank you for watching. JJ, my man, stayed the whole time. Thank you, bro. And to anyone watching this in the future, thank you for tuning in. I would love to do this maybe on a weekly basis, or, once again, we're in quarantine. So maybe 2 times a week even, if I feel like it. But yeah, I enjoyed this quite a bit. This podcast does not mean the blog or my Instagram will be changing at all. Blog, I'm still hoping to put an article up weekly, music review up on Instagram weekly. And if I could do this weekly, that'd be pretty lit. Yeah, I didn't bother to rebrand the podcast. It's like I have the Dark Discussion site, Dark Discussion Instagram account. I'm going to be talking a lot about the similar things I would on there, media. So decided to Dark Discussion podcast. And also, hopefully, next time I do one of these, my posters will be on the wall, so the background won't look dead. I tried to shift the camera a little bit to get focus of the plushies and painting. And here's Bob. But yeah, I'm going to be putting posters up here soon, so hopefully that won't look as shit. But yeah, I'm going to take off. I'm going to get myself JJ says hi. Jeez, that was racist. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'll be back whenever I'm back. I'm going to go get myself a Pepsi. Thank you guys once again. Peace out, y'all.